So, here we are again, and today we're going to talk about something very dear to my heart, very dear to everybody's heart, pizza. The idea is, what does it take to take these few ingredients that you see in front of you, flour, salt, yeast, some olive oil, and eventually some warm water, and make it into something that resembles this. This, to me, is really exciting. This is so wonderful. Listen, the best pizza doughs have been able to sit in your refrigerator for about 48 hours before using them. But this, which I made this morning, and I've been allowing it to sit outside, is just beautiful. You always want your dough to be a little bit tacky but not sticky. Look at the lovely bubbles coming from the yeast. So let's first of all rewind ourselves and go back to what we have here. So let's take 3 cups of flour and mix it with a little bit of salt. I think that's about a teaspoon of salt. So we have our teaspoon of salt, and let's whisk that together with the 3 cups of flour. So in our small bowl, we're going to put in about a 1/4 cup of water and 1 teaspoon of sugar. 1 teaspoon of sugar and 2 1/4 teaspoons, which is 1 envelope when you buy it at the market, instant yeast. And then we can just mix it together. And we're going to let it sit for a couple of minutes. Okay, so look, while we're waiting for the yeast to start to develop, there's a couple of things about pizza that you should know. First, you can make it in your own home. You don't have to go out for pizza. Your oven is generally not going to go higher than 500 or 550. The very best pizza ovens, 700, 900, even 1100 degrees. The hotter the oven, the better it is to get that thin crust. But you can do very well at 500 or 550 if you just listen to Chef Scott and all of his wise words of advice. So let's add in a tablespoon of olive oil, and we're just going to drizzle it into the salt and the flour. And we have more warm water. We're going to start with about 3/4 of a cup, and this is where we stir the water with the flour, salt, and oil. So you don't want to put in too much water before you add the yeast, but look at the yeast now. You see? The yeast is really happy. Warm water for bread, 105, 115 degrees, somewhere in that range, warm and fuzzy. So here we go, we add the yeast in the water, and let's mix this together again. Look, you see where most of it is coming together? Now it's time to make a little bit of room here so I can show you the next part. Because the next part is all about kneading that dough. And I have a great idea. I'm not going to do this alone. Can I have some help over here? Come here. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
How are you? Would you like to help knead some pizza dough for me? Okay, wonderful. Here, we're going to dump it out. And I'll tell you what, I'll get you started. I know you remember that we wanted a nice, smooth dough. Are you ready?
Yes.
Go for it. Come on! Put something into it. Pretend it's me. Remember? Yes! Again! That's right. Come on, yes. Add more flour in if you need to. Oops. Oh my God, I am so sorry. Oh my. Oh boy. Okay, yes.
Wow.
Yes, come on. Yes. Remember, yeast likes to be manhandled. Like the people I know. Yeah. Oh my God. I am almost embarrassed. Yes, yes. Oh my gosh, that hurt. Pretend it's your children. Oh, that's no fun. Okay, thank you. I'll finish up.
Thank you.
Okay, so we do this for about 10 minutes. Pushing and turning and folding. Pushing and turning and folding and showing the yeast who's boss. This is our way of distributing the yeast throughout the dough evenly. And it also keeps it nice and warm. Oh, wait. Oops. Stop laughing. This isn't funny. Yes. Oh, this is so beautiful. Okay, and then once you get what you're looking for, and that takes about 10 minutes, put on your favorite tunes while you're kneading away, you know. Okay, fine. So, now you want to put this in a bowl that you've sprayed or you put a little oil in, and you want to cover it and put it in a nice warm place for about 15 or 20 minutes, somewhere where it's nice and warm. Yes. Good yeast. Good dough. Are you okay? All right. So we do that for about 20 minutes, and then afterwards we take it out. Let's pretend it's 20 minutes later, and it's relaxed, just like me. Nice and relaxed. And at this point, we're going to cut it into 4 relatively even parts, and we're going to do something called rounding the dough. You bring opposite ends together 4 times, and then roll the dough until you get a nice smooth ball. See this? Believe it or not, this becomes this. We are going to talk to you in the next episode about how to cook this and what to put on top of it. Thanks a lot.